I would like to introduce our guest speaker. He's a creative development, a facilitator, a trainer, university lecturer, and in addition to that, he's two-time semi-finalist in the World Championship International Speech Contest, 2015 in Las Vegas, 2017 in Vancouver, Canada. In addition, he was the District Table Topic Contest second place, 2017, and in 2019, he's a Regional International Speech Contest champion, second place, and also evaluation contest. So please join me in welcoming DTM Arnie Aniel. And he's going to deliver the speech, "You can be champion too. You can be champion too." DTM Arnie.
How many of you wants to be a champion? Wow, I can see that. But how many of you have the attitude of a champion? When I say an attitude of a champion, it means you believe that you can be a champion. Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome for this speech shop. It's a combination of a speech and a workshop at the same time. You've been listening for how many speakers now? And I believe you don't want just to be a listener, but a participative and interactive listener. And I can see faces, and I really want everyone to turn on their video, because in order for you to learn, you must be an active participant. And it's very important that you turn on your video so we can connect more as I deliver this speech shop. Thank you very much for those who already turned on their videos. First of all, I want to invite everyone to get a paper and a pen. I saw Paul that he's already ready. I believe he's born ready. If you want to be a champion, get a paper and a pen now. Are you ready to be a champion? I can see a lot of thumbs up there. In learning, you divide the paper into two parts. On the left, you make notes. Are you with me? You divide your paper into two parts. There will be two columns. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you very much, Paul. Toastmaster Paul, thank you so much. Yes. On the left side, I want everyone, on the left side, I want you to put there, take notes. On the left side, you write, take notes. And on the right side of the paper, you write there, make notes. What do you write on the take notes? On the take notes, you write down what you hear from me that you think is beneficial. What you hear from me that you think is helpful for you as a Toastmaster or as a person in general. What you write on the make notes are the reflections you make on the notes that you have taken from this. You can write it right away or you can write it after the session. That's how you learn. Because even if you take notes, even if you write down what you hear from me, you're not going to like everything that I'm going to say. You yourself has a background, knowledge, experience. So it depends whether you will take it or you will leave it. But I can assure you that you can be a champion too after listening to me. Do you believe that you can be a champion? Yes, of course. How can you be a champion? First of all, you have to ask yourself, who are you as a speaker? Have you ever asked yourself, what kind of speaker are you? Or what kind of speaker do you want to be? In one word, I just want you to unmute yourself and tell me, what kind of speaker do you want to be? Are you a person who's like Anthony Robbins? You know Tony Robbins? Anyone? The American guy who's always like, energy, yes, are you ready? I'm here. I'm going to motivate. If you believe that you can change the world, then you can do it. That's Tony Robbins. Are you that person who's always energized and motivates people? Or are you like Sir Ken Robinson with very good language every time he speaks and the humor that is very subtle and very funny at the same time? Or are you the person who wants to inspire the people with emotional words, with facial expression, with stories? What kind of person are you? You have to ask yourself. Because if you don't know yourself, then the audience will be confused as they listen to you as a public speaker. So I would like you one by one to unmute yourself and tell me one word. How do you describe yourself as a speaker? Can I start with TMOD, our Toastmaster of the day? TM Noosh, just one word, please.
Energized.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Sonia from St. Lucia.
Inspiring.
Very nice. Toastmaster Sarinka.
Confident.
Toastmaster John or Joanne.
Motivational.
Toastmaster Paul, the poet.
Sincere.
DTM Linda. Don't ask me to read your lips. I need to hear you.
Likewise.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster June.
Relatable.
Toastmaster Jean Gamister.
Connected.
Toastmaster Maggie.
Inspirational.
Toastmaster Valentina, are you still there with us with your beautiful face that I can see on my screen?
Yes, I'm here. I don't know. I need to get back to you because I was now meditating about this. Thank you.
DTM Margaret.
Hope.
Those distinguished Toastmaster Patricia.
Authentic.
Toastmaster Tim Wilson.
Conversational.
Toastmaster Nadia.
Confident.
Toastmaster Valerie. Toastmaster Valerie, can you say that again? I can read lips. I believe you said enthusiastic. Toastmaster Team Blackburn from Australia.
Inspiring.
Toastmaster Tinusha.
Inspiring.
Toastmaster Rosemary. I like the name.
Friendly.
Toastmaster Wendy.
Persuasive.
Toastmaster Selena from Malaysia. MOM. Master of Multitasking.
Impactful.
Toastmaster Annie.
Entertaining.
Wow, I like that. I can't wait to hear from you. Next is Toastmaster Shamila. Are you there? From Aruba? How about Toastmaster Bonnie from the US?
Thought-provoking. Thinking-provoking.
Wow. Toastmaster Pierre Charles, are you there?
Yes, inspiring.
Wow. Anyone else that I haven't called? Toastmaster Stabriana? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Are you there? How about Toastmaster Shirley?
Reflective.
Wow. I believe everyone knows themselves very well because you can describe who you are as a speaker in one word, because some people, they don't know themselves. And it's very important that you know who you are and what kind of speaker do you want to be conceived by your audience. And now that you know yourself as a speaker, the second thing now is, what do you think of public speaking? What is public speaking all about? Because some people, they think of it as an opportunity. Some people, they think of it as a chance for them. The others, it's time for them to impress others. But is it really? What do you mean by public speaking? What is public speaking for you? For me, I've been a Toastmaster for 10 years now. And I have realized that it's not just an opportunity. It's not just a chance. We speak not because to impress, but we express. So I want you to use the chat box, and I just want you to write down, what is public speaking all about for you? Please write in the chat box, what is public speaking? Toastmaster Juan, public speaking is a conversation with your audience. How about the others? The more active you are, the more you learn. An opportunity to transform your audience, conveying a message, connect with others, outstanding energy. You're a good leader. You are comfortable getting people to engage and interested in your message. A creative space. Public speaking is to make an impact, sharing a bit of your transform opportunity to express your feelings and messages. Wow. I really love this group. Helping others realize their vision, connecting and convening a message, understand one another. I love that. Helping others realize their vision. Public speaking is to cause a change in the audience's mind and have them to take action. There's no right or wrong in all your meanings and definition of public speaking. I myself, with my experience and achievements in Toastmasters, I believe that public speaking is a responsibility. Why? Because every time you have the time on the stage or now on the screen, it's an opportunity for you that can change other people's lives. Your message, you'll never know how it will impact others. So make sure that as a public speaker, you know that this is a responsibility. You are responsible for your audience. That's why it's very important that you know the audience. Even before you speak, that's why when DT Amnucci invited me, I asked her who are the members of this beautiful and wonderful OCOW. What kind of attitude do they have that I can relate to when I deliver this speech shop? Because it's very important that you know your audience, because it's a responsibility every time you speak. Every time you hold that microphone, every time you're on your screen in a Zoom meeting, it's very important that you always remind yourself that it's a responsibility, because you'll never know that 1 or 2 or 3 lives will be changed because of your words, because of your message, because of your speech. Because remember this, every person that you're going to meet is a lesson to learn. And every message or every experience that you're going to deal is a message to be shared. So number 1, be aware of who you are or what kind of public speaker do you want to be. Number 2, what is public speaking for you? Because it's an expression of your values, your beliefs, your personality, your attitude. And the last one, what is your message? Every time you're going to deliver speech, every time you're going to open your mouth and use that microphone or opportunity to speak, what is your message? Can I have 2 or 3 people? What is your message? Can I ask Toastmaster Paul?
My message is, you can overcome whatever is in front of you, provided you're prepared to do the work.
Thank you so much. Can I ask Toastmaster Annie? Entertaining speaker, I still remember.
My message would be love is the answer for all the things in front of you.
Wow, love is the answer. Can I ask Toastmaster Pierre Charles? What is your message? Are you still there, Toastmaster Pierre? Maybe I should ask Toastmaster Bonnie. What's your message?
There are ways to get around any difficulties in your road.
Wow. Very meaningful messages from 3 speakers. But then again, what I'm going to share with you is your best message is yourself. Your best message that you can actually share with the people every time you're going to speak is actually you, yourself. Because some of the speakers I've observed, I've known, and I've listened to, They are the person on the stage, but a different person off stage. How about you? You have that message, but is your life a reflection of that message? Because everywhere you go, even if you're not on stage, you have to carry your message everywhere you go. Every word that you will utter, every time you have a conversation with other people, that's your message. How can you convince others to believe in themselves if they can't see that through you and how you live your life? Your message is your life. Even if you say something on stage that positivity is important in everyone's lives, but if we don't see that positivity in your life, you cannot convince me. Even if you use the triangle of persuasion from Aristotle, ethos, logos, and pathos, no one will believe you if you don't leave your message. How long have you been a Toastmaster? How many lives have you transformed? Have you been impacting as a Toastmaster? How many Toastmasters here are more than 10 years as a Toastmaster? Wow. If I asked you now, those who have been Toastmaster for 10 years, do you believe that your life is a reflection of your messages every time you deliver a speech or every time you speak, whether on stage or in personal or professional life? How many of you can say that, yes, Arnie, myself is my message? Can I see? Wow. That's very important. Use that as a reflection, because if you all this do these three things, I believe that you can be a champion. Because once you follow these three things, you're going to deliver your message from your heart. Remember this, even if you speak wrong grammar, or even you mispronounce some of the words, not all of us here are actually native speakers. We have our accent. I have my own accent. I'm from the Philippines. But how come there are some speakers that even with wrong grammar, even with mispronunciation, but we still love them and we want to listen to them? How come? Because there's connection. Because they speak from their heart. There is sincerity, and we can resonate with that. And that's very important. Ladies and gentlemen, you can be a champion. And it starts with you. Because your attitude, whatever you say yourself, every time you're going to be on stage, people will say something. You're going to receive different feedback. But what is the most important feedback is what you tell yourself. Because even someone will say, oh, Toastmaster Joanne, you're not even an inspiring speaker. I don't like the way you speak every time you're on stage. But whether you believe that or not, it's your decision to make. Because what do you believe about yourself? That's more important. When you look in the mirror, do you see an inspiring speaker or a disastrous speaker? No one will know that except yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, being a champion is more than the trophy, more than the applause, tons of applause that you will receive on stage, and more than the title that you will get. Whether you're going to be a district champion, a club champion, or the world champion of public speaking. If you yourself don't believe that, and your message cannot be conveyed through your life. OCOW, Toastmasters, you are all champions. And you can decide now that you are a champion. So I want everyone to unmute themselves. Can I invite everyone to unmute themselves? And everyone say, I am a champion.
I
am
a champion.
am a champion.
Congratulations to all, and back to our Toastmaster of the day, DTM Nooch.
DTM Arnie. Yes, let's adopt an attitude of the champion. And because we can be champion with 3 tips: know our audience and be responsible or accountable for us as a speaker. And then the best message is ourselves.